Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk about some dupes for some luxury high-end items. So if that's something you're interested in watching, you are in the right place. We're about to get into it.
I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf.
Alright guys, so it seems like luxury items just keep getting more and more expensive. Well, tonight we're going to talk about some products that aren't as expensive as their luxury counterparts, but perform just as well. So first we're going to talk about two products that I absolutely love, and that is the Hollywood Beauty Light Wand and the Hollywood Contour Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. Now, both of these products are absolutely stunning. This contour wand is one of the most beautiful liquid contours that I have ever used in my life. It has a sponge tip applicator. It is the perfect tone from a contour perspective. It blends out absolutely gorgeous on the skin, and it looks absolutely stunning on the face. You just put a couple of dots here, a couple here. It's perfect for nose contour, even up here on the forehead. You just take a brush and then you just buff it out. It blends into the skin gorgeous. It melts into the skin seamlessly, and it looks stunning. One of the best contour products on the market. Also, the highlighting wand. Now, she calls this the Beauty Light Wand because she said it's like putting a spotlight on your face wherever you choose to put this product. And it is one of the most beautiful liquid highlights out there. Again, with the sponge tip applicator, you simply just put it on the high points of the cheek. You can also put it on the edge of your nose, in your Cupid's bow, and it is just a absolutely stunning highlight. It is just gorgeous. It melts into the skin. It looks absolutely beautiful, and I love these two products. I absolutely love these two products. And for a very long time, this is actually my second contour wand. I have looked and looked for liquid products that were as beautiful as these, and honestly, there really isn't anything out there on the market. However, there is a product that I recently discovered that comes pretty darn close. There is a K-beauty brand that is sold in a lot of CVS drugstores now called Peri Para, and they have a duo that is a cushion highlighter and a cushion contour duo. Now, even though these are both drugstore products, they function under the same premise. They're liquid products that come with a sponge applicator. Now, as you can see, the sponge applicator is much wider, but these are beautiful products at the drugstore. So let's start with the cushion contour wand. Now, I love the tone of this one. This is a squeezy tube. You simply put the product here on, you can do it the same way as you do with the Charlotte Tilbury wand. You put it on the cheeks. This is a great tone for nose contour, but I have a problem with liquid contours. Typically they're too orangey. They're just off tone. Nothing has that same gorgeous tone that the Charlotte Tilbury does, until I saw this one. This has that perfect contour tone to it. It's just a beautiful contour tone. Not only is the tone spot on, but it blends beautifully on the skin. Whether you use it here, or for a nose contour, it is absolutely stunning, and it's a drugstore product. So this is amazing. And again, this is the Peri Para Much Real My Cushion Contour is the name of this product, and you can find this at CVS. Now, by the same brand, they have the Much Real My Cushion Highlighter, and this is again a stunning product. It works the same. It just has the little sponge applicator, and you just put it on the high points of the cheeks or wherever you want to highlight. Now, this comes in a couple of different tones. I picked the one that was a little more iridescent, and it is just stunning. Look at the highlight. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And when you blend this in with your foundation just on the high points of the cheek, it is absolutely stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. So both of these products, I think from a drugstore perspective, are compatible with the Charlotte Tilbury products. I think these are great dupes. This would be a great product to purchase. If you find that you just can't afford these, or these are just too much money, go to your local CVS and pick out these two products from Para, and I think you'll be just as happy. Next, we're going to talk about a foundation. Now, I am not a drugstore foundation fan. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of foundations that I've tried and not very many that I've been very happy with in the drugstore space. I just don't have very good luck with foundations in the drugstore space. This happens to be an exception. The new Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundation is actually really nice. This is a natural finish foundation that gives you a very natural look on the skin. As a matter of fact, this reminds me so much of the Sunday Riley The Influencer foundation. It has the same finish. It makes the skin look nice, flawless, even. It's by no means one of those high coverage, kind of, blank slate, mannequin looking type of foundations. This is more of a natural finish foundation, just like The Influencer is. This is a very natural looking, long wear, lightweight, satin matte, medium type of foundation, and that's exactly what this foundation is. I was pleasantly surprised by this foundation. I really thought this was going to be a fail. I didn't have any intention of liking this, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's very long wearing. It has a very natural finish. It would be perfect for those days where you don't really want to do like a full-on bake, but you want something that's going to even out the skin tone and give you kind of that flawless look, but still natural. Reach for this one. This is a stunning foundation. I really like it. It's long wearing. It doesn't sink into the skin, which is rare for a drugstore foundation, and it lasts a long time. As it wears down on the skin, it wears down very evenly, so you don't have like, naked blotches on your chin, on your nose, on your forehead. It wears down very evenly throughout the course of the day. It lasts a good 8 hours before it starts to wear down. I love this foundation, and I think it's a great dupe for the Sunday Riley Influencer foundation. This has that same natural finish, even out the skin tone, not a full beat type of foundation. I think these two are great dupes for each other, and for the drugstore, this is a great deal. Next up is a product from Charlotte Tilbury. Now, the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow is something that a lot of people really like, including myself. From a powder perspective, this is one of the best contour and highlight kits on the market. The contour shade is gorgeous, and the highlight shade is gorgeous. This is a favorite with a lot of people because the tones in this palette are perfect. However, this is quite a pricey little item. Of course, Charlotte Tilbury is not cheap. So, Makeup Revolution came out with a dupe for this, and I have to say, it's actually really good, you guys. So, this is, they call this their Chocolate Bar Bronze and Glow, and it has a contour and a highlighter in here, and when you look at application side by side of these two products, you guys, they are basically the same. Now, I will say this, the Charlotte Tilbury one is a little softer. This is very buttery, but this one, it's just, that luxury on a different level where it's like so soft it almost feels like a liquid kind of thing. This is not quite as buttery, but it's still so soft, and the highlighter is absolutely stunning. Both of these are gorgeous tones. This is a gorgeous tone. This is a gorgeous tone. So if you have always wanted the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow, try the Makeup Revolution Chocolate Bar Bronze and Glow. I think you'll be really happy with the results. The contour in it performs well. The highlighter in it is stunning. It looks just as good as this one does and costs half the price. So the Marc Jacobs Tantastic, everybody wants this bronzer, and it's because it is a really pretty tone. Once again, it comes down to tone. They seem to have found that perfect tone that everybody wants to warm up the skin. And that tone is not easy to find. Not only that, this is a really, really good performing bronzer. It stays on the skin for a really long time, and sometimes you can have a hard time when it comes to a bronzer and longevity. But Marc Jacobs really perfected that with the Tantastic. So when this went limited edition and everybody couldn't find it, there was high demand for this product. Everybody wanted to get their hands on it, and for good reason. It's a good product, but it is quite pricey. So enter e.l.f. Now, e.l.f. came out with a primer infused bronzer. In other words, this is a bronzer that also has a primer in it, so the longevity of this bronzer is ridiculous. It lasts just as long as the Tantastic. Not only that, but this color right here, this is the Forever Sun-Kissed color. This is almost identical to the Tantastic color. Not only in the softness and the butteriness of it, but in the application on the skin. This is a great dupe for Tantastic. If you've always wanted to get Tantastic, spend the $6 and get this. It's the primer infused bronzer. It lasts just as long. It looks just as beautiful. It blends out just as beautiful, and it is a very similar tone. So this, if I were to put this on one side of my face and Tantastic on the other, you guys would not be able to tell a difference. So if you always wanted this but couldn't afford it, this is a great dupe for you. Next, we're going to talk about the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. Now, when this Gloss Bomb first came out, everybody went crazy. And then when Diamond Milk came out, everybody went nuts. They love these Gloss Bombs. It's a great formula. It's not sticky. The colors are beautiful. They are stunning. And Fenty Beauty has some of the most beautiful glosses out there. However, Makeup Revolution once again came out with what they call lip toppers. Now, these are the Makeup Revolution lip toppers, and these are really good dupes for the Fenty Gloss Bombs. The colors are gorgeous, and they actually have a little bit more to choose from when it comes to variety, whereas Fenty only has, I'm sure they're going to come out with more, but the Makeup Revolution gloss toppers actually have quite a few to choose from, and these are the two that I chose. They are gorgeous. The formula is so close to the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. In other words, it's not sticky. It has that same luxurious, beautiful radiance to it. It looks stunning on the lips. It's not sticky. It doesn't wear off. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous gloss. So if you've always wanted the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs, but you couldn't afford it because they're not cheap, they are a little pricey, definitely check out the Gloss Bombs from Makeup Revolution. These are called their lip toppers, and they are absolutely gorgeous. They did a really good job with the formula. They're really, really pretty on the lips, and I think these are great dupes. So definitely check these out. These are a much cheaper option. Another dupe that I want to talk to you guys about is from Farsali. So Farsali has the Jelly Beam, the liquid highlighter, and this is actually a really pretty liquid highlighter. It's one of those that has like this weird jelly consistency, and you kind of stick your fingers in it and you tap it up on your high points of your cheeks, and it gives you this really pretty highlight. Well, Makeup Revolution once again has what they call a jelly highlighter that works just the same as the Farsali. Now, the texture is a little bit different. This one is still a jelly highlighter, but it's a little bit thicker than the Farsali, but it's just as gorgeous. So it's this very kind of jelly, unique texture that's just really squishy and feels like jelly. It's just this really weird kind of texture, just like the Farsali is. And when you tap it into the skin and blend it out, it immediately comes to this kind of like powder type finish, and it's just stunning. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And when you put this on the high points of the cheek, you just get a very stunning look. So if you've always wanted to try the Farsali, then number one, Farsali now you can get in a little mini. So if you want, you can absolutely try the Farsali Jelly Beam in a little mini at Sephora. But if you want to go even cheaper than that, definitely give the Makeup Revolution Jelly Beam Highlighter a shot. You get quite a bit in this component. So these two are absolutely compatible, and I really, really like this one. It does a great job and looks absolutely gorgeous on the skin. And then last but not least is a powder that I fell in love with from the drugstore that reminded me so much of the La Mer, the powder. I'm not even going to tell you how much this stuff costs. Not only is this infused with the La Mer Miracle Broth that makes everything cost a ridiculous amount of money. I think this powder is like 90 bucks, maybe even 100. But it does have a beautiful finish to it. It has this kind of natural, sheer gorgeousness that it just makes your face look really, really pretty. And the Candid Photo Ready powder that is part of the Candid line, you guys, this powder for a drugstore powder is gorgeous. So the thing about this is a setting powder that is very natural. So it's very kind of sheer. It's perfect to set the under eyes with. If you just use a really light amount to set your concealer with, it's gorgeous. It makes a gorgeous finishing powder to actually set your foundation. Paired these two together, it's a great pair. But this is a beautiful, beautiful powder for those of you that haven't tried the new Photo Ready Candid powder. It is a talc-based powder. However, for a talc-based powder, it's incredibly finely milled, and I love the stopper that it has on it, so it prevents the mess that all of us make when we use our powder. So it has one of those flip top stoppers on it, so it has the little stoppers here that actually plug up the holes here so that you don't have a big mess, and it seals it so that you don't waste your powder. But you guys, this is from the drugstore. It's one of the most beautiful powders that I've ever used. It works really good as a setting powder, so it controls oil, especially through your T-zone, so you can kind of press it into the skin, and it's nice and translucent so you don't see it really, but it keeps the foundation in place, and it's beautiful to set the under eye area with, again, because it's sheer and you don't really see the powder itself. It just kind of melts into the skin, but it really holds all of your liquid products in place throughout the day. Now, a lot of people like a powder that has some pigment to it, so they get like extra coverage on their skin. So some people like the Maybelline Fit Me powder because it's like putting another kind of foundation on the skin, so you kind of double up with the coverage. This is not that. This is a very naked product, but it serves the purpose of a powder, which is just to set your face and kind of mattify everything a little bit and keep your products from fading. And that's what this does. It kind of helps with pores. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles. It gives you that smooth appearance without any additional pigment, no additional coverage to the skin. So it's a very natural finish, and it does a great job when it comes to holding everything in place and controlling oil throughout the day. This is a gorgeous powder. The finish of it reminds me a lot of the La Mer, the powder finish, because this is a very light, very natural finish. Now this has a little bit more sparkle in it because this actually gives you like a radiant kind of finish. This doesn't do that. This is more natural, but consistency wise and finish wise, with the exception of like the sparklies, these two are pretty compatible. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous powder. If you guys haven't tried this, definitely give it a shot. It's absolutely Erica approved. Alright guys, so that is it for my luxury dupe ideas. If you guys have any luxury dupe ideas, feel free to put it in the comment section down below. If you've tried any of these products, let me know what you guys think about them. As always, I hope everybody is very happy and very healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video.